How are we getting on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new Sunday Sessions video. If you guys are new to this series, it's basically where I choose a few pairs that I feel hold good potential for the coming week, and I provide you all with my analysis on these pairs to give you a better understanding on how I am looking to tackle them. Throughout the video, I am going to be touching over my strategy and my trade and plan. So if there is anything you're unsure about with regards to what I go through, please leave them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to create a video around anything, as I say, that you're unsure about. Now, I'm going to try and keep this video short and sweet today. I'm going to run through a few pairs, as I say, break down my analysis, give you some areas of interest, and then with that information, you can go ahead and apply the same zones to your own charts and look to place positions based on the analysis. Now, just before we jump into the video, if you do go on to enjoy this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already, just so you don't miss out on any future videos. These Sunday Sessions videos are critical for those who are wanting to learn a working strategy, and also for those who are looking to get active in the markets. Most of my Sunday Sessions videos always lead to profitable trades, or at least the right direction in a market. So they're always worth watching. Now, without blabbering on, let's jump straight into today's Sunday Sessions video. So the first pair I'm actually going to touch base on is the XRP to the US dollar. This is actually a crypto, so it's completely different to our usual Forex. And the reason why I want to touch base on this is because I have invested in XRP. I actually bought £1,000 worth when it was worth 25 pence a coin. It's now sitting around £1.10, I believe, somewhere like that. So more than 4 times at my initial investment, which is great. Just want to kind of give a scope on what I believe is going to happen now over the course of the next week or so. So evidently this market has been extremely bullish, as we can see. I do believe price is pulling back now, but it's only going to be temporary. So you can see here I've marked out an area of demand. I do believe price is going to trade down and into this, give us the opportunity to reinvest, buy more coins at a better price before its next pump up. I've been looking at some fundamentals with XRP, and there is a lot of things, positive changes and positive things that are being introduced. For example, a collaboration with Elon Musk, the market cap has been increased. There's just lots of evidence to suggest that this market is going to continue to be pumped and worked on. So I am going to be looking to buy into this market again. I'm going to look to buy more coins somewhere around this region here. So I want to see price trade down and into this area of demand. For demand to be introduced, we can obviously pump that market back to the upside, creating some new bullish structure. So very quick and very brief on the XRP here. I'm not a crypto genius. I would never claim to be either. This is just a cryptocurrency that I have invested in, and it's done very well up to now. I've marked out an area that I feel may give us the opportunity to buy in again, and I just thought I'd share it with you guys. So if you are looking to get involved in cryptos, keep an eye on XRP and see if you can find some good areas to buy into, as I do believe there's going to be longevity there. Okay, now moving over to a precious metal, something that we see on this channel quite often, the gold market. One of my favorite pairs to trade, the gold to the US dollar. You can see here that price has put in a corrective wave as of recently after this initial break to the downside. So this is considered a change of character or a break of structure to the downside, suggesting that there's more supply in the market than there is demand at this moment in time. Why? Because we are breaking the lows, protecting the highs. So I wanted to mark out an area of interest for price to trade back up and into, to set a lower high before going on to set a lower low. So you can see here that I have marked out an area of supply. I'd love to see price trade up and into this to set that lower high, as I say, before it goes on to set a lower low. And then when we look at the structure, you can see that we have clear bearishness. And as I say, a break of structure to the downside suggests bearish structure. So I'd love to see price trade up and into this region, anywhere between $2,725 and $2,750 an ounce. This could be a critical area to see price trade lower from. So it'll be very interesting to see how price plays out in the coming week. As for this demand zone here, I am anticipating that price will trade down and into this. This may create the next corrective wave to the upside before a continuation bearish. I do believe that this market is going to be bearish for some time, just to clear any inefficient structure that we've had below. You know, you can see here we have vast areas of inefficiency that I feel price will need to come and clear before we have a continuation in bullishness in this market. So I am looking to trade this market short. We just need to be given the right pieces of confluence in order to get involved. That will come from a penetration of this zone, clear rejection to the downside, fractal breaks of structure, which could be found on the 1 and 30 minutes, a small corrective wave to follow, and then we get involved in that correction. So that's my analysis for XAU USD. Looking to get involved in this market, look for those short opportunities. Just wait for the confluence and confirmation before getting involved. Heading over to the Great British Pound to the Japanese yen. We anticipated this bearish move here. This was a fair value gap that I marked out last week. And as you can see, price traded up and into this, rejected beautifully to the downside. I was expecting price to put in a corrective wave somewhere around here to trade up and into this one before a continuation lower. However, price continued to bleed out, which is absolutely fine. Obviously, the supply in the market just was massively outweighing the demand. Again, there's no issues with that. How can we look to get involved in this market moving forward? What parameters do we need to be met in order to get involved? Well, this is still an area of interest that holds value. It's above an area of inefficiency. It actually represents an area of supply. So I would like to see price trade up and into this. If we don't get a deep enough correction, then we may see price trade into this area. This is a hidden order block, again representing an area of supply. Price may trade up and into this before trading us lower in the market. So there's two areas here of interest. Everywhere else has actually been mitigated. So if we just get our line tool, drag it back, you can see how price wicked in to this unmitigated candle here. You can see how this wicks into this green candle here. So a lot of these areas that were left unmitigated have actually been mitigated. This down wick to up wick was mitigated by these wicks here. So the only thing that's left over is this and this. So those are two areas of interest to potentially look to go short from. So if you are looking to get involved in this market this week, look for those short opportunities. Just again, wait for the right entry confirmation before getting involved, as we don't want to be preemptive with the positions we are placing. Okay, just a quick update on the US dollar Swiss franc. I don't really need to do any analysis for this pair. This is actually a market that we are already involved in. We went long in this market after the penetration of this demand zone. We saw that price broke structure to the upside and has continued to put in this impulsive wave. It's not really had a deep correction here on the daily timeframes. I do feel as though price will probably reach our take profit target before it puts in a deeper correction. This actually might encourage price to put in a deeper correction. And if that's the case, then brilliant. We could look to get involved once price pulls back, for those who have missed this original opportunity. But you can see here price is currently trading 295 pips in profit with a 9% return so far. That's obviously without any partials being taken. So anyone who looked at this analysis 2-3 weeks ago from the Sunday Sessions video and got involved based on the analysis, well done. You should be upwards of 9% up on this market. And then it's going to be interesting to see how price continues to play out this current week. But I do expect bullishness to continue in this market. We've had a fractal corrective wave. We've had the next impulse. I do believe this impulsive wave is here to stay, and it should ride us up and into our area of interest up here. But that's my analysis for the US dollar Swiss franc. Just to finish off here on the US dollar Japanese yen. This is a pair that is actually putting in some bearish structure at the moment, which contradicts our US dollar Swiss franc, because with the US dollar Swiss franc, we are seeing bullishness, we are seeing strength in the dollar. But here in the US dollar Japanese yen, we are seeing weakness. So we're seeing weakness in the US dollar. So in comparison to the Japanese yen, the US dollar is weaker, which makes a difference, because the US dollar is always stronger than the Japanese yen. But we've been delivered with multiple factors to suggest that price is bearish at the moment. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we are seeing that price is bearish here on the US dollar Japanese yen pair. So this here represents a fair value gap, okay? Price traded up and into this perfectly, has rejected now down nicely. What we have seen is a fractal correction take place, trading us up and into this area of interest. This represents an order block, so clear green candle, so there's lots of supply within this area, buy orders that need to be closed, supply is looking to be introduced. We should have an S&D flip to the downside. You can see here that price already penetrated the zone, rejected nicely. We've now had a deeper correction. Price is looking to reject again to the downside. So we want to see some kind of fractal break of structure in order to get involved. So what that would entail, in my eyes, is a break in this low here. And the reason being is this low here created the highest high within this corrective wave. So a break in this low would suggest an end to this correction and the start of the next impulse. So if we can break this low, I'll be expecting for price to pull back to set a lower high before continuing to the downside. We'll be looking to get involved once price has pulled back and traded us lower once again. Very quick and brief analysis here on the US dollar Japanese yen. We are literally in the midst of a potential position, so just stay tuned and wait patiently, essentially, to see how price plays out. Set your alerts for a break of structure in and around this area here. We're looking at the 154.28 area. Once we see a break in that low, we can wait for that pullback. Very important, as I said, to make sure that we have all pieces of confluence and confirmation parameters are met before we get involved. It's better to be safer than sorry, as always. Being preemptive can sometimes lead to unnecessary losses. So if we can apply extra safety measures, then why not do that? So breaking this low, price to pull back, we can then look to get involved in this market and profit in some short positions. But that is going to summarize this week's Sunday Sessions video. Very quick and very brief here on the 5 pairs that I've gone over. I wanted this video to be quick and brief. I think 10 to 15 minutes at a maximum is good for the Sunday Sessions videos. I just want to highlight some zones, give you my bias, whether it's up or down, and places to look to get involved from, with a brief touch on my strategy and the things that I look for when it comes to entering in these markets here. If you guys have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching, people, and I'll catch you all in the next Sunday Sessions video.